Okay guys, so I've had a little bit of a breakthrough when it comes to the displays, so I'm just gonna show you that. Um, this is actually the same display I had in my other video, the counter, decoder, and the display. And if you didn't see how it works, I'll show you. It goes 0 through 9, then blank, and then starts all over again. But it's not as smooth as I would like it to be, and also if you turn smooth lighting off, then this display gets really bad. You can't even tell that that's, instead of 3, it's a 3, but you can't really tell it. Then like that's a 4. It's just really bad without the smooth lighting, but I'm guessing not everybody can use smooth lighting, so we'll go to my other display, which is right here. You can see it looks a little bit smaller and simpler. I've reversed the display, so instead of sticking out from this, like sticking out like that and causing that shadow, it is inverted. It's backwards. There's 2 layers, and then when like this is being pushed out, so that makes it even. It's just backwards, so you can see it, because smooth lighting is off. Instead of making that long shadow, I can actually see the number clearly, and you can see it from really far away too. You can tell that that's a 0. But so I just had a little bit of a breakthrough when it came to this counter. This is really an ingenious counter. Whoever came up with the idea of the band sort of ring. And I'll show you how it works and how smooth and fast it is. It does the same thing as the other one, 0 through 9, and then blank, and then starts over. But it's very fast and very smooth. I haven't made like a good interface for it either, but it's also pretty instantly like the reaction is fast. It doesn't delay. So what I've done is, instead of using this counter and then going to a decoder, it doesn't need a decoder because I can program this counter to count in 7 segment. So it doesn't count in decimal or binary or anything. It just counts in segments. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's 7 across, 1 for each segment, obviously. And if you don't know what I mean by segments, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 7 segments, and like that's why they call it a 7-segment display, because you can turn each one on and off. So for a 2, since it's backwards, I want this segment turned on, which is to say that those pistons are pushed forward. You can see those are pushed forward and those are not. So I want this one turned on and then this one turned on for the number 2. So I'll just find those, back to the counter, and this is supplying power. And if it's a solid block, the power will go through. If it's a glass block, the power won't. So on these 2 segments for the number 2, just have a solid block and a solid block, so that the power actually goes through on just those 2 segments. But then we'll try a 3, which is this segment and this segment. You just find those, and then those 2 are solid. and on and on. Like, you can kind of get the gist. It's this one, and this one, those 3 segments. So you're gonna have 1, 2, 3. So it's very fast, and there's no decoding or anything, so it makes it even faster. And I've also synced up the segments so that they all change at the same exact moment, so it can still go fast and you can still recognize the letters because they all change at a pretty much the same exact moment. You can tell that that's a 4 and then that's a 5 and that's it. Like, you can tell the numbers, because some displays, like if you have it going too fast, you won't be able to, they don't all won't change at the same time. You can't always just tell the numbers clearly. But I have this set on a 5 counter right now, which is to say, I guess, 5 ticks. And you can actually, the fastest you can actually make it is 4 ticks. It'd be 1, 2, 3, 4. That torch counts as 4. That's the fastest you can make it, because this whole cycle will be 4 ticks. 1, and then that, and then that, and then that, so that it's 4. And you can tell from this 4 counter that it's moving constantly. You can't make it go any faster or it will mess up. But that's as fast as you can make this display. And it's pretty fast as far as I think most average 7-segment displays go. I think this is pretty nice. But I keep it on 1 more, because if you try to use the single button, it'll jump. See, it did 3 and then jumped to 4. I guess it's just too quick for that. 5 and then 6, it'll jump like that, so I just keep it on a 5 counter instead of 4. And it's still pretty fast, and you can use the single. So there's that. That is the new 7-segment that I've come up with. And while I'm here, I want to showcase something that I built way before the Piston update. I built this kind of big contraption, and I just really haven't showed it to anybody, so I just figured I'd show it to you guys. Really all it is it's a board of pixels, I guess you could call it, and you can just control the pixel. I guess it'd help if it was dark. Should put some light blocks up here actually, but yeah, that's better. But you just control the direction that it goes in, which I guess is not really useful in itself, but it could have good applications. Like, a really motivated person could, like, maybe make Snake out of it, or some form of Pac-Man or something, you know, games like that. And also there's an automatic function so that you can just click down and it'll just go down. Left. And that just stops it. I think it's a cool concept, I guess. This is so big because it has to take, it's a 10 by 10, so there's 100 different pixels it has to take care of. And this side is it's a left-right 10-bit shift register, which I guess you don't need to know what that is exactly, but this takes care of the up and down direction, and this one takes care of the left and right direction. So, well, there's that, guys.